If you don't know who I am, my name is Phil Graham and I mentor the world's most successful fitness business owners. And I want to share some really important lessons that are going to help you drive your business forward, drive your profits up, drive your free time up, and most importantly, your peace of mind and reputation with your marketplace. Yes, I work in the fitness industry, but all of these lessons can be carried over into any other service-based business. Here goes. Number one, audit your time. If you look at your week, I want you to write out 3 distinctive lists. What did you find fascinating? What did you find okay? What did you find frustrating? Everything that is in the frustrating and okay columns is essentially your next 1 or 2 or even 3 hires. You've literally written out the things that you do not like to do, or the things that you're not great at, the things that catch you by surprise. Business is all about unlocking constraints. Constraints are chokeholds on your growth. And if you're caught up spending time on things that you don't like doing or things that you're not good at, you're going to 1, waste bandwidth, and 2, you're also going to waste time that you could be spending elsewhere. Like I say to all my coaching clients, your strength becomes a weakness in a business that doesn't have the right team members and a business that doesn't have the right infrastructure or system set up to do the repetitive day-to-day mundane things that a computer could do. Number 2 is audit your team members. There's a very good chance that you have hired people into your business to do things to essentially free up your time. But there's also an equal chance that some of those team members are not performing. And as a result of that, your business isn't growing, isn't improving, and the numbers aren't increasing. And you have to look at the team force that are behind the decisions in the business. And here's something that you need to realize. The growth of your business is in direct proportion to the quality of thinking and the decisions made outside of you. That means in the day-to-day, whenever you're not looking at things in your business, what are your team members doing in their respective departments? So write down every team member's name that's inside your business. Write down beside them the one word, the gut feel word that describes essentially how you feel about them. And beside that, write down what are the key areas that concern me. That has opened up a series of conversations that you need to have with each team member. Now, if you have got a manager that looks after those team members, then they are going to have that conversation with you or without you. But the reality is you have a very clear runway to talk to team members about the key areas where they're underperforming and you would like them to elevate their performance. And the most important way that you can do that is to teach them, 1, what is the reason why you're concerned? Number 2, what is the reason why they need to change? Number 3, what are the first 3 marching steps that they can do? 4, how are you going to evaluate that over time? Like, when is the next check-in that you're going to have with them? And 5, the results that you expect from those change in behaviors. Remember this, your business performs its way to results. So making sure that your team members are clear on the key behaviors that are going to get those results is absolutely critical. The third thing is to ask yourself the question, do I spend more time with my clients or more time with my team? If you are a founder of a business, you need to spend time mentoring your team, whether that's people on the ground, whether that's managers at leadership level. You need to spend time coaching, mentoring, and sharing key insights on how you would do things better than they currently are. Why? Because you build the people and the people build the business. And the reality is you've probably done the roles of these team members and you know how it needs to look, how it needs to feel. As a founder, you will have your pulse on competitors, the market. You will know how they need to think and how they need to act in order to drive the business forward. Number 4 is really simple, and nobody does it, but it's to actually map out your entire customer journey from the point of following you and the key pieces of content that they consume, right to the point where they make their first sale and what they're offered, right the whole way through to how they're onboarded and how they're actually treated over time in order to get the results that essentially you promise. And even things like how they're re-offered or resold at different parts of the journey, or even asked for a referral. If you're not clear on that whole entire process and you haven't actually taken the time to map it out, but you've gone out of your way to create a company culture and a list of values, it's a complete waste of time. Get clear on how you create value for the marketplace first. Look at that journey with your team or by yourself if you're a one-man band, and ask yourself, where could we improve? What do we need to start doing? What do we need to stop doing? And what do we need to keep doing? That essentially will allow you to get results faster for your marketplace. It will also allow you to identify the areas where you get stuck and essentially you can't grow, where problems happen for your team, and essentially key strategies, tactics, frameworks, or tools that you need to be able to build in order to unlock the flow of value throughout that customer journey. And that leads me to the fifth key action to drive your business, is to identify the constraints in your business. Now, constraints exist in a number of different forms. The first place that we have to start is you, the founder. The biggest constraint is going to be your vision and your mindset. So if you're in business right now and you don't know where you want to be in the next year or 3 years, that is a constraint, because that vision is what is going to feed the team and also the customers and also the marketplace. You can't address uncertainty in the market or uncertainty in your team if you don't have certainty in yourself. And that requires you to have a big vision, a vision that's worth dying for, a vision that's worth getting out of bed for. It is a seriously worthwhile exercise to sit down and map out your vision, because if you don't have one and you're literally just going through the day to day, then you're going to feel transactional. Everything is going to feel like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? That's a waste of time. And it's going to be totally reactive. A big vision will take care of all the circumstances and challenges that you have in your business. The next layer to look at as a founder is your belief system. Where are you scared? Where are you fearful? What is holding you back? What is causing you to procrastinate? It might be something at home. You might be in a relationship that you have outgrown. You might not have the right peer group around you, the right friends around you. You might be worried about people making fun of you. Right the whole way through to, there might be certain people on your team that you're afraid of presenting your goals to, talking about money to. These are beliefs that are going to hold you back from new chapters and new seasons that you could be entering. So it's very important to write down, what are the beliefs that are currently holding me back from hitting my dream? And that dream is linked to the vision. You see how all this stuff is interconnected? The next thing you then need to do once you've assessed yourself is to look at, where is the constraint in the team? If I said to you right now, could you handle another 20 or 50 customers? Could you double your business? What's the first word that comes to mind if you were to double your business? For a lot of you, it's going to be fuck. The fact is, you can't grow into pain. Simple as that. Even though you want to grow, your business isn't set up. So just do a thought experiment. Einstein was great for thought experiments. Big shout out to Einstein. Whenever you do a thought experiment and go, if we were to double our capacity, what would break? Would the sales team break? Would I break? Would the client delivery team break? Would the machines break? What would break inside that customer journey? And that is why I asked you to map it out. So you always want to be able to operate with an element of margin and the ability to take on more clients than you can. Why? Because that is what's going to drive growth. Most businesses don't die of starvation. They die of indigestion. So here's what I want you to realize. Once you've mapped out that journey and mapped out the key things that need to change in order for you to handle double the growth, make a commitment to making those things happen. And when you do that, you will be in a much better position to drive your marketing, you'll be in a much better position to drive sales, and you'll be able to promise a better customer experience, because there's nothing worse than driving all your customers towards something that's going to break. Because guess what's going to happen? You're going to implode. And when you implode, you get stressed, you don't want to do the work, and you can't grow into pain. So those are the 5 biggest moves that I would make to grow your business in the next 365 days. If you're in the process of building a business, you've probably realized it's tough out there. That's exactly why I'm creating these videos for you, to guide you through the storm of building a business. If you want me to create more videos like this, it would mean the world to me if you click like and subscribe. That gives me feedback that these videos are useful and I can create them for you. And all it takes is one idea to make tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands in extra revenue, more peace of mind, more freedom, and more clarity with your mission. And most importantly, the ability to live life on your terms. I hope these moves were useful. Don't be like everybody else and just watch this video and do nothing about it. Implementation over information. Just one idea from this video has the potential to radically change the direction of your life and the growth of your business. Until next time, see you in the next video.